You step into a dimly lit cafe, heart racing, ready to spark a connection. You muster the courage to speak. Your words earnest, your smile genuine. But her eyes drift past you, her laugh reserved for someone else. The room buzzes with chatter, yet you're a shadow. Unseen, unheard, the ache of not enough clawing at your chest. What if Stoicism women aren't dismissing you because you lack charm, but because you haven't mastered the one art that makes them pause, linger, and crave your presence? An art so rare, it turns invisibility into unshakable allure. Welcome to Stoic Reign, where we unlock the Stoic Reign that transforms you into the man Stoicism women silently crave. Today, we're revealing the one art that changes everything: emotional mastery. This isn't about shutting down your feelings. It's the Stoic philosophy of owning your inner world to radiate calm in chaos. Stoicism. Women don't fall for loud charm or desperate pleas. They're drawn to the man who stands steady, a beacon of stoicism, motivation in a noisy world. We'll share 7 truths about emotional mastery, follow the journeys of men like Emer and Zane who embody the Stoic mindset, and give you practical Stoicism exercises to kickstart your Stoicism for Beginner's path. Whether you're wrestling with mental health or craving Stoicism relationships, this is your guide to becoming the man Stoicism women can't let go. Comment below. Are you ready to claim your Stoic reign? Life today bombards us with endless noise. Notifications buzzing, social media fueling comparison, and fleeting connections that promise love but deliver emptiness. The sting of being ghosted or overlooked gnaws at your mental health, draining productivity as you question your worth. Stoicism. Women navigate this chaos too, yearning for a man who doesn't amplify the storm, but anchors them in calm. Stoic philosophy offers a timeless shield, teaching us to master what we control: our thoughts, our actions, our emotions, while releasing the need for external validation. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This Stoic quote defines the Stoicism mindset. Emotional mastery isn't suppressing emotions, but leading them with purpose. Stoicism. Women don't want a performer. They want a man whose presence says, "I'm whole, and you're safe." Meet Emer, a 34-year-old graphic designer trapped in the grind of endless swiping. Matches came, but replies faded, leaving a mental health ache. Why am I invisible? Then Stoicism for Women found him through a Stoicism daily podcast. At a crowded bar, he met Eilis, a sharp marketing exec who teased his quiet vibe. Instead of chasing her approval, Emer paused, smiled, and said, "I'm at peace with who I am." Eilis's eyes locked on his, her playful jab turning to intrigue. That Stoicism women admire moment wasn't just words. It was Emer's Stoic reign, proof he didn't need her to feel complete. Stoicism. Motivation turned him from unseen to unforgettable, sparking a Stoicism relationship that's now thriving. Why does emotional mastery captivate Stoicism women? In a world of reactive chaos, the man who commands his emotions becomes a sanctuary. Stoicism. Women don't seek perfection. They crave presence that reduces anxiety and builds trust. Let's dive into 7 truths of emotional mastery that make Stoicism women lean in, each rooted in Stoic philosophy and alive with Stoicism lessons for today's challenges. First, emotional mastery begins with self-leadership. Picture Zane, a 38-year-old project manager, burned out from work and ghosted dates. Unanswered texts sent his mental health spiraling. Stoicism for Beginners changed that. He embraced the Stoicism practice of the sacred pause. When triggered, he'd breathe for 3 seconds, asking, "Am I reacting from fear or responding from strength?" At a cafe, when Sile, a witty entrepreneur, canceled plans last minute, Zane didn't snap. He paused, then texted, No worries. Let's reschedule when you're free. His calm Stoic reign intrigued Sile, who later said, "Your steadiness drew me in." Stoicism. Women feel this self-leadership, a Stoicism mindset that says, "I own my chaos." Seneca's Stoic quote resonates, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Lead yourself and Stoicism women follow." Second, presence is your silent magnet. In a distracted world where eyes dart to screens and minds wander, Stoicism women crave a man who's fully there. Stoic philosophy champions mindfulness, anchoring in the moment. Emer learned this at a networking event. When Eilis spoke, he didn't scan the room or rehearse replies. His eye contact was steady, his silence warm. Eilis later said, "You made me feel like the only one there." This Stoicism women admire trait isn't loud, it's the Stoic reign of showing up whole. Stoicism daily presence reduces anxiety, creating a space where Stoicism women feel seen. Try this Stoicism exercise. Spend 5 minutes daily practicing mindfulness, focusing on your breath, letting thoughts drift. This builds Stoicism lessons that make your presence magnetic. Third, desperation repels, fullness attracts. Stoicism women sense neediness like a red flag. Zane once chased validation, flooding Sile with texts when she went quiet, only to push her away. Stoicism motivation taught him to fill his own cup. He adopted Stoicism practice like journaling, writing 3 things he valued about himself nightly. When Sile tested him with distance, he didn't beg. He said, "I respect your space. I'm here when you're ready." His Stoic reign of self-respect pulled Sile closer. Stoicism. Women don't want to fix a man's emptiness. They want to join his wholeness. Epictetus's Stoic quote guides us. First, say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. Build self-improvement. And Stoicism women feel your Stoic philosophy shine. Fourth, mystery fuels curiosity. Stoicism. Women don't want games. They crave depth worth exploring. Stoic philosophy values restraint, sharing your heart intentionally. At a gallery opening, Emer met Eilis again. When she asked about his past, he didn't overshare. He said, "I've faced storms, but they've shaped me." His Stoicism women admire restraint left Eilis wanting more. Stoicism lessons teach us to hold silence confidently, creating a Stoic reign that draws Stoicism women in. Try this Stoicism exercise. In your next conversation, pause before answering, letting your words carry weight. This Stoicism for women trait fosters Stoicism relationships rooted in curiosity, not exposure. Fifth, respect yourself to earn hers. Stoicism. Women trust men who honor their boundaries. Zane learned this when Sile flaked on plans repeatedly. Instead of chasing, he applied Stoicism practice. "I value my time. Let's plan something solid." Sile respected his Stoic reign, apologizing and showing up consistently after. Stoic philosophy demands self-respect, not to dominate, but to align. Stoicism women don't want control. They want reliability. A Stoicism exercise for Stoicism for beginners. Write down 3 non-negotiable values, e.g., honesty, respect. When tested, hold them calmly. This Stoicism mindset builds Stoicism relationships where Stoicism women feel safe, boosting mental health. Sixth, stillness in intimacy leaves a mark. Stoicism. Women remember subtle moments, like a hug when you're fully present. A hug isn't just touch, it's an energetic exchange. When Emer hugged Eilis after her tough day, he didn't rush or joke. He held her with mindfulness, his breath steady, his presence saying, "I'm here." Eilis later said, "That moment stayed with me." Stoicism. Women feel this Stoic reign, a Stoicism practice of restraint that reduces anxiety. Try this Stoicism exercise. In your next intimate moment, focus on your breath, staying present without pushing for more. This Stoicism on love builds Stoicism relationships that echo inner heart. 7th, you attract what you are. Stoicism, women seek equals, not saviors. Stoic philosophy teaches that love mirrors your inner state. Zane embraced Stoicism daily through amor fati, loving his fate. When work stress hit, he'd journal, "This shapes me." His Stoic Reign drew Sile, who admired his calm. Stoicism, motivation transforms you into the man Stoicism women long for, not by chasing, but by becoming. Try this Stoicism exercise. Each morning, take a 10-minute gratitude walk, noting 3 things you're thankful for. This self-improvement aligns you with Stoicism. Women who value depth. The modern world tests us with constant noise, endless notifications, shallow connections, and comparison that frays mental health. Stoicism women face this too, seeking a man who rises above the chaos. Stoicism for women isn't about being emotionless. It's emotional mastery that fosters productivity and Stoicism relationships. By commanding your inner world, you reduce anxiety, offering Stoicism women a sanctuary. Stoicism daily practices like mindfulness and journaling are like therapy, grounding you in a restless world. Stoicism, women don't want grand gestures. They want the Stoic reign of a man who's whole. Emer and Zane's journeys show Stoic philosophy in action. Emer's "I'm at peace with who I am" sparked Eilis's curiosity, leading to a thriving Stoicism relationship. Zane's sacred pause and self-respect won Sile's trust, proving Stoicism women value steadiness. These men didn't chase, they embodied Stoicism. Motivation, becoming men, Stoicism women couldn't forget. You can too. Start with one Stoicism exercise today, like the sacred pause, and watch your Stoic reign grow. What makes Stoicism women silently long for you? It's not charm or status. It's the Stoic philosophy of emotional mastery. Stoicism. Women don't need noise. They crave your calm, your presence, your Stoic reign. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." In a world drowning in distraction, the Stoic mindset makes you a beacon. You don't chase love. You attract it by becoming whole. This is your moment to rise. Subscribe to Stoic Reign for Stoicism lessons to become the man Stoicism women can't forget. Drop in the comments, "I choose to master my Stoic reign." What's one Stoic quote that fuels your Stoicism mindset? Become the man Stoicism women silently long for.